Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to BCN Sports watch along of a World Cup action. My name is Benton. I am manning the ship until Junior forward. Hopefully, Junior child safely out the road, the family. And big up, come on, big up to the family. And big up to all our listeners. Big up to all our listeners and subscribers. You don't know. BCN Sports watch along of World Cup Group F action. World Cup Group F action. Has to think about it for a second. Big game. Big game. Japan, the Samurai Blue, or is Blue Samurai? One or the other. Samurai Blue versus Clockwork Orange, or Orange. The Flying Dutchman. The Netherlands versus Japan. Big game. Big rotted football game. Let's get to the starting 11 for both of these teams. And first, starting out with the starting 11 for head coach Ronald Koeman and his Dutch team. All right, let's get to it. Let's move this right here. Let's see, of course, Ronald Koeman, a legendary footballer himself. He's going with Werter Bruggen in goal. In the back, Van Dijk. I guess there's going to be a lot of that today. Van Hecke, Van Dijk, Van de Ven, and Denzel Dumfries. That's the back four for Ronald Koeman's Flying Dutchman. Tijani Reinders, Frankie Dion, and Ryan Gravenberch in that midfield. Cody Gakpo, Daniel Malan, and Mr. Somerville rounds out the starting 11 for this the Flying Dutch team. Big team. I think the important question for Holland and for the Netherlands, not Holland, they rightfully call them Netherlands, is this: how far will this team go in this tournament? That is the big question. It's one of those teams that has so much talent, produced talent, has never won a World Cup. They won the 1988 Euros. Their best performance at a World Cup, they were runners-up 3 times, 1974, 1978, and in 2010, they were looking to take it one step further. Of course, they've been to 12 World Cups dating back to 1934. So it's a big set. It is a big team. Looking forward to see how this Dutch team goes about it. I mean, it's a very, very good team. But they also played another good team. And this is what makes this match up so mouth-watering. Big team across the way. They're playing against the Blue Samurai, the Samurai Blue. Japan's. Every time I look at Japan, I think about the Reggae Boys. Both teams qualified for their first World Cup in 1998. Japan has an objective, or their objective in this World Cup is to advance past the round of 16. That's been the best performance multiple times for them at the World Cup. Whereas Jamaica, we don't know how Jamaica go. Coach Hajime Moriyasu is going with a starting 11 of in goal. You have Zion Suzuki. Big up Zion, big up yourself. Ghanaian father, Japanese mother, big up Zion. Good to see him between the sticks. Ito is in the left of that back three. Tanaguchi and Watanabe rounds out the back three. Sano and Kamada at the base of that midfield, are in the heart of that midfield. Kamada, Crystal Palace player, expecting him to do a lot of work in that Japanese midfield. Nakamura on the left side of the four in midfield. The one is on the right side. Tafisa Kubo is the baller that I will be paying. Make sure I get his name pronounced right, because I want to highlight the baller properly. Takafusa Kubo is the baller. I am keeping an eye out. Excellent player on that right side for Japan. Uda leads the line, and Maeda is out on the left side. Big up Fabi Frana. Big up, big up, big up. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. Fabi says, cheering on my Dutch boys from Liverpool. Yeah. This is Liverpool definitely, not Liverpool, Netherlands definitely the favorite, slight favorite in this football game. When you look at the talent in terms of players across the Netherlands team, very impressive outfit in terms of where they're playing and so forth. But ultimately, when it comes to team football and pass and movement, there's nothing more better than the Japanese team. I mean, it's a team that's hell bent on the collective and playing together, and that is their biggest strength. I do have some concerns about in the back, Tanaguchi. Can they keep up with the movement of Milan? I'm concerned, and Somerville sometimes cutting inside. So I do have some concerns about that side. But as Fabi says, both benches will be important. I am just here to watch a rated game. I'm just hoping this develop into a rated game because both of these teams could really just play some serious football and really entertain. So the World Cup has officially lift off in many aspects. So 7 minutes away from kickoff, family. You can watch the game on Fox. If you're in the States, I can also tell like TV locations globally. I haven't been doing that. I'll go ahead and try to pull that up for our global audience. Big up to those on the live. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Of course, Fox Sports here in the U.S. owns the rights for the coverage. You can also check it out on Peacock and Telemundo. Peacock and Telemundo providing a Spanish language commentary, so you don't know. And also, it's a little bit more entertaining on Telemundo and Peacock. Relative to Fox, it's a little bit more entertaining over there. So they do get in very much involved the entertainment of the World Cup itself. Let's see, for Jamaican audience, I'm just going to highlight, shout out. I have a lot of folks from Jamaica watching the World Cup. So Jamaica, if you're in Jamaica, you can watch it on Blue Television Jamaica, TVJ Sports Network, Rush Sports, and One Spot Media. So quite a few folks there in Jamaica covering this game. So definitely. All right, 5 minutes away from kickoff. Running through some other results that took place while we were away last night at midnight. The Aussies, the Socceroos defeated Turkey 2-0. And I stayed up and I watched every minute of that football game, or most of that football game. The captain of Turkey made some comments prior to the game. Hakan Kalanal, I'm struggling with his last name, but you guys know who he is. He made some comments that they would dominate Australia because they're a more talented team, and they've beaten or played against better teams than Australia. And I thought those comments leading into a game was quite perplexing, and Australia put them to the sword. I don't know if it was just that vibes gave the Aussies extra vibes, but they put them to the sword. The left wing of Arakunda for Australia, fast like grease lightning. It's a young kid we've watched play in championship at Watford, and he was lively last night. So big victory for Australia in that group. Big victory, and Turkey is like one of those, or Turkey is one of those teams where you can't put on your pot on them. You go to a World Cup and you're thinking, yo, Bridget, just win some games and just make things easy, But no, Turkey always seems to fail to it just had another night of bad outing. So they're behind the eight ball in Group D, and of course, Group D is where USA and Paraguay. USA started Group D hot like fire the other night when they defeated Paraguay, so they are level on points with Australia. So Turkey, we don't know if Paraguay is a bug side. And so that was the game that kicked off the Sunday action last night at midnight. And then earlier at 1 p.m., earlier today, Curacao took on Germany. And yeah, yo, Curacao got a butter bruise. Send forth the sacrificial lamb. Curacao ended up getting a 7-piece meal. Germany won the game 7-1 over Curacao. But you know what? Credit to Curacao, you equalized, you did compete, you put a shift in, and I mean it was just different. There are levels to this, and Germany is just a different level. So yes, picking up 7 is embarrassing, but hold your head high and prepare for the next game. That's all I can tell the Curacao players. And I also want to pick up the Curacao players. I didn't see this. But and I'm just gonna reference what I saw on the post match. Maybe it did happen, but I'm not sure. But what I saw, none of the Curacao players, from what I saw, were going around trying to get jerseys from the German players. They that I admire that, and I'm not saying it didn't happen, but they picked up 7 and they kind of just give a tap to them and just kind of move off of the field. I have to admire that from that team. So all right, let's focus back on this game. Netherlands versus Japan, getting ready for kickoff. Both teams are out. Lineups are getting dropped by Fox. Keys to the game, I mean, I think for me is how this Dutch team starts out. If they score early and often, that will alleviate some of the stressors, some of the pressure off this Dutch team. I do expect if the score remains close or even late in the game, this Dutch team could be under some pressure because they do have a large fan base and the fans travel deep and they expect a lot. They expect not just to do well in this tournament. The Dutch expect to win this tournament. They want to win this tournament. And the longer this game goes, whether Japan is leading or it's 0-0, it's gonna be a bit nervy for this Dutch outfit, I believe. I mean, and also I think for Japan, if you can exploit some of the issues with Virgil van Dijk and pace, Virgil van Dijk is a general. We know he will position himself well, but you want to try to get at him with pace. But Japanese man them not really have no pace for burn. And Mickey van der Ven is pretty fast himself to cover for him for any sort of slowness on Virgil's side. As for Japan, the keys for them: just knock your football, do what you do best. Don't get caught in this chasing thing, trying to run down these Dutch players. Possession is key for Japan. Knock your football. Be confident in who you are and execute accordingly. It's the thing with Japan is always that question: do they believe they belong on this big stage? And so they're taking a next big stage against these big opponents. Can they beat these big opponents? And I think with the investments they have made and the growth that Japanese football has made over the years, it's part of the building blocks. So ultimately, one day Japan can say, you know what, we want to win the World Cup, and this is part of it. Ball off, yeah man, nice. Japan does have a nice support. Miata out on the left, trying to have a go. Denzel and Japan better be careful with Denzel Dumfries also. Better be careful with Denzel Dumfries because he could be problematic. Cody Gapco trying to send through Milan. And Somerville, yo, this could be pace all around. Cha. Frankie Dion, baller in the midfield. Twist turns back to Van Dijk. Again, welcome to BCN Sports watch along of FIFA World Cup action, Group F action. Big game between Japan and the Netherlands. Ball is all the way back to Verbruggen in goal. Van der Ven to Van Dijk. Let's see if the Dutch is gonna accelerate the pace here. This slow build-up play, looking for an option. Virgil van Dijk definitely have to be careful about these long, accurate passes from Virgil. These are long passes from deep from Virgil van Dijk. Very accurate in making those at the club level. You want to try to limit those at the international level for sure. Japan holding that line. Let's see. Fabi says the man talking about Virgil like he's a scrub. Nah, man. The Virgil a general, man. It's just father time I catch up with Virgil, man. Virgil a general. It's just father time I catch up with Virgil, just like the rest of we. Big up BM, greetings, happy Sunday, family. Hopefully everyone, everything on your end is good. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Sunday, Junior is running a bit late. He had to run out for a bit, so he will be jumping on in a few minutes. What do you guys think about Curacao? Did you guys start Curacao? Milan with a shot, saved by Suzuki. Box cover. Can't make man, gloves that hurt, brother. Come on, say me I keep this in party shop. Can't let him turn this out. Tanaguchi can't. Yeah, Junior will be on in a few minutes. He's just running late. You don't know Junior. Always have something to do. Have a million things to do. So he's running late, just like he will always. So he'll be running in here in a few minutes. Yeah, Turkey got a lesson in football. Well, Hakan, the man, the comments made by the captain, Hakan, Chanaglu, it's just crazy to me, like how you disrespect your opponent like that. Yo, Zion, come on, Japan. Malin that's the pronunciation. Thanks, Fabi. Big up, Malin. Big up. Here's Denzel Dumfries cutting inside. Finds Malin then trying to push the ball through. And it's a little bit too hard here. Somerville couldn't get on the end of it, and it's out for a throw. Ronald Koeman pacing, and the Dutch looking very serious. Ronald Koeman don't look like a coach who will deal with anything, take any nonsense. He doesn't look like a manager who would tolerate nonsense. Just very serious. Ronald Koeman played 9 games for Netherlands at the World Cup. BM says bug of the week is Turkey captain Hakan. Here's Van Dijk with it. Ball is now with Somerville. Gravenberch getting in. Here is Kamada. Uda outside looking for foul ref. Nakamura was quick to get by Mr. Van der Ven there. And that's the thing with Van der Ven. He's very quick, but he tends to sell himself. Nakamura was quick to get around him, and he has to, I mean, you got there as a defender, Van der Ven that is. I know it's hard to just break when you're going fast, but kind of slow the speed down a little bit. Free kick to The Samurai Blue coming up. Kamada standing over it. And I'm trying to see the other player. Looks like Kamada will take it. Sends it to the back post and... Wait, was it out? It was out. Yeah, definitely out of bounds. Goal kick to the Dutch, to the Netherlands. Referee is, let me get the referee. The referee is Ismail Elfat. That's the man in the middle. Hajime Mariaso taking notes already. Japanese manager. He's been at the helm since 2018. Fall ref. Van Hecke, take off your hand for him on, brother. Or is it Frankie Dion? Frankie Dion, yes, with the foul. Asano. Nakimara, Kamada with it. Pushing on wide to Ito. Mayada inside, good cross. Cleared out by Van Dijk, who seems to come up with a limp. With a limp after that one. Seems to try to walk it off. And then ball into the box again from Kamada a little bit too hard. And it's out for a goal kick. Let's see if Virgil is okay. He was walking after that tackle or that interception. It seems like he was walking with a limp. Seems like he's fine. Virgil to restart play finds Verbruggen. Verbruggen sends it long. Cody Gapko with a header. Trying to get Somerville in, but it's cleared out by Danaguchi. Frankie Dion in midfield. Receives it from Van Dijk. Van Dijk turns it wide to Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries back. Frankie Dion. So wait, so is Van Hecke inside? Seems like wait. Where? So Van Hecke is inside. Beside is in the center back position. Beside Virgil. So Van der Ven is out on the left. Wait, I will go on. People, I'm still trying to orient myself with this back four of the Dutch. Yes, Van Hecke is playing in a center back position. Van Dijk looking to send it long and over it, and it's out for a goal kick. Need to make this adjustment. Okay, all right, so it's gonna be interesting to see this rule plays out. The 5-second rule begins once the referee holds his hand up. Long ball from Zion, headed back by Van Dijk. Somerville couldn't get on the end of it. Nakamura picks up, turns in midfield. He sends it wide. Dawn is out Ritsu Doan with it. Sends it back to Watanabe. Watanabe with it. Kamada seen a lot of position here for Japan. Here is Mayada almost in. Van Dyke. Van de Ven is quickly there. Heki is also there. Sano with it for the Blue Samurai. Japan getting in a bit of position, looking to play the ball in. Cleared out by Virgil van Dijk, and it's all the way back to Zion in goal. Zion Suzuki with it. Finds Taniguchi. Taniguchi lays it off to Kamada, who shows. Kamada also of Crystal Palace. Very hard-working midfielder. He sends it out wide. Finds Ito. Ito to Nakamura. Japan players moving in from a diagonal run, looking for that ball over, but the pass wasn't played through. Trying to get in. Here is the Dutch comes away with Frankie Dion quickly trying to get the Dutch off their misplaced pass by Tijani Reinders. Couldn't get on the same page with Cody Gapko. No clear-cut opportunities yet. I mean, no one. I mean, both teams still. It's probably early. Still not feeling out stage. I mean, Japan is definitely moving the ball around, getting a bit of the position now. You know, Netherlands looking to recover quickly and then try to catch them out, get the ball quickly to Cody on Somerville in the wide area, and of course, Malin down the middle. Corner kick to Japan. Here's the corner kick coming in. Kamada with it. Sends it. Looking for the back post. Strong header there from Van de Ven. Nakamura picks up the loose ball. Kamada. Or Nakamura picks up the loose ball. Ball out to Kamada. Back to Nakamura. Sano. Nakamura. Taniguchi shot across the box. Almost a huge appeal there from the Japanese asking for something. Let's see. Referee is not interested though. Yo, Japanese a move. What marks a corner kick? He's asking for. Must be a corner. It seems like he came off the Japanese player last though. Japan's best performance at the World Cup exited the round of 16 four times: 2002, 2010, 2018, and 2022. So they exited at the round of 16. They're looking to go past this phase at the 2026 edition. Go past the round of 16 phase, that is. Van Dijk to Van Hecke. Dumfries shows, but Van Hecke opts to go back to Van Dijk, who goes wide to Van de Ven. Frankie Dion. It's an interesting tweak here. I mean that they move Van Hecke inside. Virgil van Dijk with it. Finds Van Hecke. Seen a lot of the ball. Frankie Dion with it. Van de Ven. Back to Frankie Dion. Tijani Reinders, as Ryan Gravenberg tried to find Tijani Reinders. Not getting much on the ball. Tijani Reinders, nor Ryan Gravenberg. You need to get them more. Here is Somerville looking to get Denzel Dumfries going. And it's cleared out by Japan. Cleared out by Ito. Do you guys think the Dutch will win this World Cup? Who you guys have winning the World Cup? How far will Netherlands go in this tournament? Ball is off Sano and out of Kubo and out for a throw. I remember Kubo play a box cover. 18th minute into the game. Frankie Dion sends it wide to Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries pushing up. Finds Somerville. Somerville having a go at Ito. Gets across. And no one attacking that one. I thought Cody Gapko should be crashing in at the back post on that one. Decide to stay out. And that seems to came off a Japanese player last. We have a throw in here for Japan. Quickly taken. Here's Kamada. Kamada, fine. Tanaguchi. Mayada cuts inside. Mayada trying to find the pass through for Kuba, but cut out by Malin. Cut out by Van der Ven. Here comes Ryan Gravenberch. Finds Malin. Malin now finds Cody Gapko. Gapo. Malin back inside. With it. Looking at Twinkle Toes to go around a play, but cleared out by Watanabe. And Japan survived there. So BM says you can never count out the Netherlands in any major tournament. However, I don't think they will win. They will get to the quarterfinals or semis. Yeah. Hey. I mean, it's yeah. I definitely have fear assessment. It's the way I look at this at Netherlands, I've seen great Netherlands team not win the World Cup. And so this one will have to prove to me that they can rise to those big moments. Even though they're less talented in my book, but who knows, how they go about it, in this tournament, how they grow in this tournament is going to be important. Cody Gappo gets the ball back from, is Van der Ven that high up the field? But cover, Van der Ven is way up the field there. Mickey Van der Ven is, wow, all the way up. Almost like a left back pushing high up the field. Also, the Dutch, one of the things I want to see if they can play up-tempo football, because ultimately when teams start to sit in, like what we're seeing here with Japan, taking a very defensive approach, I mean, that ball has to move and move quickly and move accurately to break down these teams. I mean, seems like Japan is fine allowing the Dutch to have the ball. I mean, can the Dutch break them down? Now Denzel Dumfries getting a bit of, or Somerville getting a bit of trouble there, but was bailed out by a foul. Not seeing much of Tijani Reinders. Now here he is on the ball. Van Heck trying speak of the devil. Hard one into Tijani Reinders. Couldn't get it under control. Mickey Van de Ven recovers the loose ball. Here's Japan going from side to side. Sorry, family. Replying to a messenger. Yo, cooling break. Yo, the game just start, Bridget. Box cover. Wow, okay, we're at the cooling break. 22nd minute of the ball game. Cooling break. Um, Not much to really write home about. Still a KJ affair. Both teams trying to get the ascend, trying to get on top of the other. I mean, definitely early warm in this football game. Cooling break. Like I said, nothing much to write. The game reminds me of Turkey. BM says the game reminds me of Turkey versus Australia. The Dutch are too slow and predictable. Japan is going to sit deep and try to play on the counter. Now the thing is that does Japan have the speed out wide? I mean, um, the slow build up is a problem. Definitely. I mean, the side to side pass in between Virgil van Dijk and Van Heck and whatsoever. It's problematic, especially when you go deep in the tournament. I mean, that ball needs to move a lot quicker. I see Frankie Dion is trying to move things up or trying to accelerate the player, but Tijani Ryan does. I didn't even Ryan Gravenberg. I don't even know so them man they are play the ball game. I don't know they're on the field for the Dutch. So they have to get involved. Both Tijani and Ryan need to get involved in the game. And just come get the ball. Knock and move and come get the ball. The thing is that the side to side passing allows Japan to set and allows Japan to, kind of just move their defense from side to side. I mean, and get more organized. So Kamada is seeing a lot of possession for Japan, which is a bit interesting for me. For me, I want Kubo to get on the ball, and he seems like he's on an island on that right wing, and he's their most creative player. Nakamara is decent, but I think you gotta kind of move Kubo around, get him more sometimes in the center to pick up the ball, and have Mayada rotate on the other side. But the slow build up is a problem for the Dutch, and it's let's see if they can accelerate the play. But back on play, family. As Japan looks to get in, cleared out by Mickey Van der Ven. Japan picks up the loose ball. Here is and the thing about it, when Japan has the ball, their center back is pushing up, as in this case. Center backs are pushing up in this case. There's no pressure on the ball from the Dutch. No, Marlon just applied a little bit of pressure, but it's kind of more just for kicks, So who's gonna apply a bit of pressure on the ball for the Dutch? Now Somerville is going a bit more aggressive. Here is Nakamura down the left side. Ito sends it in, So maybe it's a situation where the Dutch figures, if they're gonna win those headers, Japan must not the ball. Come on, youth! My youth, what you do? Take the BBC shot. So Japan has to kind of get out of this aerial crosses. Put the ball upon the ground. Play the ball to feet inside the area. They just did that a while ago with Doan sending the ball into Yuda, and he laid it off. And I thought Sano could have taken a shot, but they're not gonna win many aerial duels against the Dutch. Here is Cody on the left side. Cuts it inside. Where's Tijani Reinders? You gotta go get the ball, Bridgen. It seems like Mickey Van der Ven is getting more of the ball than seeing more of the ball than a Tijani Reinders. Here's Mickey Van der Ven. Cross the box. That was not too bad from Mickey Van der Ven going down that left side. Tijani Reinders, go get the ball, Bridgen. Now Somerville has been pushed back, finding Denzel Dumfries on the right wing. All right, Tijani. Looking to chip to find Dumfries in, cleared out by Ito. And Ryan must get on the ball also in that midfield. Back over to Cody Gappo, who sends it in looking for Denzel Dumfries at the back post, headed back, and it's out for a goal kick. Goal kick to Japan. Still 0-0, family. 31st minute in this Group F action. Japan 0, Netherlands 0. Only thing I can remember is that as we have a ricochet of the referee. Quickly restart play. Netherlands got to get this ball moving a lot quicker. Out wide to Somerville. Somerville on the right side. Turns it back. Yo, right winger, go at the man, the brethren. Why all this turn back ball for? You are a winger for a reason. Have a go. Yo. Dumfries. Yo, if this brother pass the ball back one more time, you see? Oh, the box cover here. Ryan Gravenberch with it. Ball is now with Cody. And, yo, all that side to side passing. Look at that play. Just ineffective foolishness. Side to side passing. No sort of penetration. Just go from side to side. The wingers them get the ball, them turn the ball back. Why since you have wingers when them now have no appetite to take on the full box? What is this? What, they're going to hope to wait until Japan give them space? Man, come on. Reinders with it. Cody Gapko sends it inside, headed out by Taniguchi. Frankie Dion recovers the loose ball quickly. Van der Venk finds Dumfries. Somerville sends it back to Van der Venk. Van Hecke. Van Hecke across to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to Cody. Cody cuts inside, looking to get the crossing. Kamada is also there to shut the door as Van Dijk go. Ball is back to Van Dijk. Now back to Frankie Dion. The side-to-side passing continues from the Dutch. Now to Somerville. Somerville to Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries to Malin. Malin with a heavy touch. Japan comes away with it. Kamada turns 3 players. Malin picks up back the loose ball and now in. Malin in. And Taniguchi quickly across to shut the door. Corner kick. Yeah, my youth, come on to the ball away. BCN Sports watch along of Group F action, Japan versus the Netherlands. Remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Corner kick coming over. To Johnny Reinders to send it in with his right foot. And a header saved by Zion and it's cleared out. Rebound cleared by, I think that's Taniguchi. Ball back in. Headed on by Van der Ven. And it's over the crossbar. Goal. Good reaction from Zion. Zion Suzuki. Yeah. Good. Yo. Hey. Japanese are gonna have a warm time with these aerial deliveries. Yo, 2 Japanese players on Malin, and both of them couldn't win the ball. All right, so Dumfries with it. Van Dijk now the Dutch back to the slow build-up play. To Johnny Reiner shows for it, gets it, drives side to side. Ryan Gravenberch with it to Somerville. Somerville looking to send it through, and it's off the arm of a Dutch player, off a Japanese player, and it's free kick to the Netherlands. To Johnny Reinders getting ready to send it in. 35th minute of play. Referee. Finally says green light. I mean, the Dutch does have an aerial advantage. Ball into the box, looking for the header. And a shot from Cody Gapko. And he was leaning back. Was tough. Gapko. It was a tough chance. I mean, he was sliding in. It was hard. So, I'm not gonna kill him on that chance. I mean, well, actually, now that I've seen the replay, he probably should have done better. Yo, Watanabe is down, tying his shoelace. Waiting for him to tie his shoelace. Maybe it's a slow down tactic here for Mariyasu's Samurai Blue team. Still 0-0. Japanese fans don't. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with what I'm seeing too if I'm a Japanese fan. They're surrendering possession to the Dutch, and I mean it's almost at this rate. It's only a matter of time. And what, the Zion just give the ball right back to them? Van der Ven to restart play. Throwing to. Yo, this referee is supposed to hold up him hand and start the 5 second clock, Bridget. Throwing to Netherlands again. Ball is back to Van Dijk. Someone text me, did Japan get a black goalkeeper? Still 0-0 family. Van Dijk looking to get Somerville going. Somerville, very good control. Nakamura is back there offering a bit of defensive help to Ito. Somerville cuts it inside. Couldn't find Denzel Dumfries, and it's cleared up. But yo, Japan, how the box cover kind of football ball game is this, man? Van Hecke with it for the Netherlands, who sends it all the way back. Yo, we have forget to them off goalkeeper. Verbruggen gets a touch as Van Dijk says, you know what, goalkeeper take a touch. Japan not applying any pressure on the ball, just allowing the Netherlands to just keep possession as much as possible. Curious to hear what Japanese fans think of this display or this strategy from Moriyasu, this Japanese team. Frankie Dion with it, turns in the center circle. Kamada steps up. Dion moves it over to Van Dijk. Van Dijk finds Van de Ven. Cody looking for the return. Yeah, play the ball through to him, man. We have go back for. Denzel Dumfries looking to send in. Cha-cha. Corner ball ricochet off Mayada, and the entire Japanese team is deep in their own defense. Come on. Mariyasu have to see the premiere because this is foolishness. No sort of pressure on the ball. Absolutely none from Japan. Now they're applying some zonal pressure. Dutch move it from side to side. Dumfries. Van Hecke. Cody. Van der Ven. Van der Ven. Tijani Reinders was right there looking for it, but now he gets it. Reinders back to Van Hecke. Ryan Gravenberch twists, turns. Finds Van Hecke. Still no pressure on the ball when Van Hecke gets it. Now when Frankie Dion gets it, Kamada steps up. Frankie Dion sends it back. And Virgil with a bad pass. Cut out by Japan. Here's the Blue Samurai looking to break. Nakamura is out wide. He gets it. Let's see if this counter-attack strategy will work for Japan. Nakamura down the left side. And uh, uh, a cross outside, and the ball rolls out for a goal kick. I don't know if this sort of play is ideal for Japan. I mean, this is yeah. Okay. Zion with it for Zion Suzuki with it. Tanaguchi finds Ito. 42nd minute of play. Ito. Kamada. What? Kamada. Where am I looking for? Where am I looking at? And Kubo still just not involved in the game for Japan. Kamada. Kubo is in a box. The box cover. Now here's Kubo. Finds Kamada. Kamada goes wide. Wide right. Japan down the right side. Ball sent into the box. Cross. Controls by Nakamura. Nakamura with a shot. And it's wide. Closest the Japanese have come. BM says that for score. I maybe go to the goalkeeper right rather than go to the goalkeeper left rather than try to go to the right down the right lower right corner. I guess when you when you've been on the defensive most of the game, probably it's hard to kind of just switch back on to kind of just like let's take my time and place that ball in the corner. Yeah, I don't like the way Japan set up in this football game. I mean, I understand Mariasu thinks that he wants to surrender position to the Netherlands because they are big side. I mean, and we have a foul here on Frankie Dion. A foul, yes. I mean, you foul him on. All the baby asleep. Look, the baby asleep with what go on at Japan without Japan a play. So Kubo was on the receiving end there from Frankie Dion. All right, ball youth, shot. Ah! All right, my youth, you should at least make goalkeeper save that. Come on, man. Act like a man and come play some ball. Sit down there defend all day like a bug side. Not even Curacao decided to defend at the World Cup. They come sit off teams. Come on, Japan. Box cover. No, someone would say, well, Curacao decided not to park and get 7. Here is the Dutch back on it. Yeah, man, apply some pressure upon the ball. 3 minutes of added time. I mean, come on, you can't just surrender possession to this Netherlands team. Cannot surrender. Let them earn this victory. Come on. Throw into Japan. Here is Japan, 2 Japanese players getting in each other way. Free kick to the Dutch. Ryan Gravenberch with it. You know what? I actually no, I am a bit. Here is so Daniel Melan going outside cross, but then who in the middle? Tijani Reinders is now down the middle. Box cover. And that's the thing about with this winger playing down the middle foolishness, you know. Here is Somerville, cuts inside. Yo, now West Ham baller can't come a World Cup and go on like my general. What is this? Here is Frankie Dion. Van Hickey way upfield. Japan goes back into it. To this defensive posture. Yo, and Van Hickey gets around and Nakamura couldn't get the ball and the ball ricochet off Nakamura and it's out for a corner kick to the Netherlands. So the height thing, Japan, be very aware of these this height advantage. Be very aware. You must time. And Virgil van Dijk lurking. Be very aware of Virgil van Dijk. And eventually, yeah, a wrong man fed the ball that. Ball into the arms of Zion Suzuki. Wrong man that the ball they got to. Almost at the end of the first half, family. Actually, I think this is it. That's the end of the first half. Possession-wise, it's, you know, I'm sure the possession stats is heavily in favor of the Dutch, but, you know, a somewhat even football game, even though the Dutch the Dutch had the lion's share of possession. I can't really remember any sort of major breakthrough in terms of, well, yeah, early in the game, Daniel Melan had that one chance that shot that was pushed by goalkeeper Zion Suzuki. So other than that, let's see, and maybe Cody Gakpo should have done better with that one that he skied in the 18-yard box. You know, probably had a little bit more time. But for all the possession, I cannot really say that there have been really clear-cut chances for the Dutch in the build-up play. So, you know, I mean, Japan is playing on the counter. It's not the most appealing football, not the most attractive way to watch Japan play. Seems to be working for them, though. I thought, what is it? Nakamura had that shot where he pulled it to the right of the goalkeeper. As being pointed out, he probably should have gone to the upper left on that one. Maybe should have done a better job on taking his time and placed that ball. Had some more time. But interestingly, Kamada passed the ball from center circle to the striker Yuda, and he drifted by Virgil van Dijk, and you know that to me was kind of an indication that come play some ball, Virgil. Don't drop off the side. The fact that you can have the opportunity to pass from the center circle and split them defense like that, don't drop off. Come play some ball. And Holland struggles to create. BM says, yeah, the side-to-side passing is something. It's slow side-to-side passing to an. No, West Ham baller can't come a World Cup and act like a star. Somerville, I mean, good and talented as he is, still a West Ham baller. But no clear-cut chance. They struggle to create any clear-cut chances, and Japan poor when they got on into the final third. So the game is not living up to my expectations so far. I expect Japan to come out and be more engaging. They're sitting off this Dutch team, and the Dutch team is slow build-up play. Not very attractive football. It's just slow sort of grind out sort of game. But that's where we're at, family. I'm gonna step away for a bit and get ready for the second half. I'm gonna just take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, the game is so boring, me have to take a break. Yes, that's pretty much it. Boys are back already. Boys are back. I am enjoying eating my ice cream sandwiches. Anybody hungry? Join me some, please. Yeah, man. Back again. Greetings, family. Welcome to this BCN Sports second half action. Let's see if they take off Marlon. No, he's still on the field. Daniel Marlon. Let's see them take him off. No, they didn't. I thought somebody said that. Bridget text me said them to take him off. I'm not taking him off. All right, back to the football game. Netherlands versus Japan. And speak of the devil, Somerville is behind. Where is Marlon? No, Daniel Marlon wasn't there. So that this falls nine our center forward play. Missed opportunity, golden opportunity from the Dutch. Fast start to the second half. Let's see. Here comes Ryan Gravenberch twisting and turns, looking to find Marlon, but pushes out. Here comes Japan trying to get settled here at the start of the second half. We'll get you any subs. Doesn't seem to be any subs made by either team. Fast start to the second half here from the Dutch. Japan trying to weather the initial attack. And Japan can't keep possession as a Kamara ran out of real estate. Just took the ball out of bound. So it seems like Coach Ronald Koeman light a fire in a locker room and tell his team to play faster. Here is Cody Gakpo sends it inside. Yeah, but the Dutch will resort to being who they are. They will be back to the slow play about 2 or 3 minutes into this football game. Here is Brian Gravenberch across the box, but no one is on the end of it. Need a striker there at the end, at the pivot, at the tip of the spear to knock that one in. Good play there from Ryan. Yeah, but the striker at the end was there. He didn't just go through. I mean, come on. Oh. Sub! Throw into Japan. Good turn, Yude. Very good turn there from number 18 for Japan. Ayase Yuda. Throw into the Samurai Blue. Still 0-0 at the half. Come on, say future. What a game. I say what a game, bored. Come on, say future 2026 World Cup champs. As the Netherlands. Come on, I drop like a fire on the Netherlands. Yes, big up to my brethren who picked the Netherlands to win the World Cup. This don't look good, brethren. This don't look like a World Cup winning side. I'm just saying. He know who he is. Greetings, family. Make sure to smash the like button if you're new here. Subscribe to the channel if this is the content for you. This is BCN Sports. Watch along of Group F action, FIFA World Cup Group F action. Tonight, you have a few games on the docket, on the schedule. Group E action will take place later tonight. At 7 p.m., Ivory Coast will take on Ecuador. Should be a good game. And Group F continues later on with Tunisia versus Sweden. I guess Alexander Isak and Tunisia will roll out. And Sweden will roll out. We have what go on here, so. Alright, Mr. Ref, who that I fouled upon? He called a foul on Doan. So free kick here to the Netherlands. Tijani Reinders getting ready to send it in. Three Dutch players at the top of the 18. This might be something of a short pass for a shot. Yo, in the city 3 man them turn up right there, so. Wagwan. Ball into the box and the ball not meet the second man box cover. Yo. Japan defensive line quickly out. Here's Ryan Gravenberch. Sends it inside. Looking for a header. And it's in. And that man, Virgil van Dijk. As we stated earlier, we said watch out for them boy with the header. And Virgil van Dijk makes it 1-0. Yes, I guess we're watching no football. We know some things are inevitable. I think it was that corner kick. Right before half, I said Japan needs to be aware of Virgil van Dijk. Needs to be aware of Virgil van Dijk on the corner. Mariasu, what you asking about? What is he asking about? Is Virgil van Dijk offside? What? He's not offside. Look at number 3, Taniguchi. No wonder the coach curious about offside. Tell your centre back to step up. He's messed up the defensive line. And he's the one who's supposed to be setting the line. Good goal, you know. Good goal. Very good goal by Virgil van Dijk. Very good goal. I mean, yo, man. When it comes to crosses and putting away a cross, corner kick, any sort of cross, Virgil van Dijk is, it would be nice to kind of get a count of how many of his goals. 99% of his goals are from the head, the few that he scored, but they are big goals. And Japan have to account for Virgil van Dijk on the headers, on the cross. I mean, come on, it's simple football. There's nothing complicated about that. Let me say earlier, they might pick up Tijani Reinders, Daniel Malan or Marlan. Yeah, you have to pick up Virgil van Dijk. Look at Taniguchi all the way deep. Yo, brother. Alright, let's see how Japan goes about it now that they've conceded a goal. Let's make sure I give Virgil van Dijk his goal. Alright, so Verbruggen is with it. Japan still not applying any pressure to the ball. Now Japan steps up, apply a bit of pressure. Cody Gakpo sends it in, misplaced pass. Picked off by Japan. Japan gives it right back. Here's Van der Vink. Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna make Van der Vink dribble around him with football. With the box cover. Denzel Dumfries. Yeah, Japan. This is what? Group F? Japan might be in a spot about in this group. What's with this dropping off by the Japanese? Alright, back to the CM. Zion with it for Japan. Goalkeeper. The Netherlands never lost a World Cup. Unbeaten in 23 games when scoring first. Okay. They're unbeaten in 23 games when scoring first. Malan applying a bit of pressure. Here's Taniguchi. Bad pass here from Japan. Gives the ball away. Here comes Cody Gakpo. Sends it in, looking for Ryan Gravenberch, but the door is shut, and it's out for a throw-in to the Dutch. Van der Ven gets the restart going. You know, sir, if you're a gambling man, you probably should put a money on Virgil van Dijk scoring a header. Japan, especially in this game. Especially with these Japanese players. I mean, Virgil van Dijk should dominate in the air on those corner kicks, whatever. BM says, I hope Peru from Haiti is watching. Converted as in the box. And imagine Virgil van Dijk is a defender and Peru to striker. You know what? Peru last night decided to just dive. I mean, rather than compete for score a goal. It just dive. It seems like he made up his mind. I don't know. Maybe he has a Lucas Paqueta thing going on last night with Calci. I don't know, because the willing to just throw himself down in advantageous position last night was just baffling. And it's a youth that we have watched in CONCACAF, very bustling sort of player, scoring goals. But last night he just decided to try to get a penalty at any cost, which didn't work. Here is Netherlands on the Somerville inside, trying to find Marlon, and the ball is pushed out. Yeah, corner kick. I think that's the corner kick coming up. We're able to get Somerville behind that. Yeah, man. Somerville, the ball is played behind, though. Played behind Daniel Marlon there. Wait, no corner. Yo, but look at the number 16, you know. Why never appeal for your fault? Say Virgil push him 9 back. Look at the number 60 we're supposed to mark Virgil. Here comes Japan trying to get an attack. And I just easy pickings this. Japan just gives the ball right back. And then what the Dutch goalkeeper Verbruggen gives it right back to Japan. Let's see if Japan can hold possession for a bit here. Kubo sends it wide. Here's Japan. Kamada almost. Yeah, my youth. You need a sub. Put on Tanaka up on the field. Japan. Very good play there. A shot and goal! You come out and play, you score. Shaka. You play some ball and you actually BBC score. You come play some blood ball and you actually score. This sitting off doing foolishness is not working. Come play some ball, man. Box cover. Come play some ball. Yes, sit off this team for and allow them possession and do whatever. Come play some ball. Wait. So number 11 may have been in an offside possession and the ball may have touched number 11. No, actually it came off the Dutch defender. I think that one will stand. But come play some ball. I mean, what is this foolishness? Junior said, yeah, Junior is here. Yeah, Junior. Making people know why you're late, Bridget. Junior is here. Junior!
Yo.
Making people know why you're late. And how you doing, family?
I'm
Finally, you bring some energy.
Yo. I'm just coming back from the basketball court, man.
Oh, okay, my bad, Coach.
I take my son for the workout. Yeah, I'd take my son for his workout, man.
All right, understand. Yo, Junior, I don't know if you've been watching this game, but Japan just sitting off a side that is slow like molasses, passing side to side, and then decide to finally come out, come play some ball, and then equalize. And of course, Virgil van Dijk is the goal scorer off a header.
Yeah, and Japan wanted a foul on that, which I still can't see a push off on Virgil, but I don't know how this is a team people think when win World Cup.
Yeah, call me a man. And that is supposed to be a football expert too.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, some people bracket get mashed up because I don't see how this team can win World Cup.
Granted, though, you see, if they slip, trip, fall, and win the group, they have an easy. They are in line to play France, I think, in the quarterfinals or semifinals, and after that's the hardest
team beating anybody decent.
Yeah.
And again, it's all about engaging because I think Japan show them a little bit too much respect in that half. They just sat
I
up, no sort of pressure on the ball. And what did the Dutch did? Slow, side to side, build, pass, side to side.
typical Ronald Koeman.
Yes, typical Ronald Koeman. And this Daniel Marland, brother, man on a forward, brethren.
Yeah.
Here is the Blue Samurai and the breaker. Let's go, Samurai! My youth, pass the ball, no? Referee has called a foul there. A yellow card coming out. And no man who a baller West Ham can come a World Cup come go and like to them a baller. Somerville, come on down. I mean, there are levels to this thing, brethren. There's West Ham and there's World Cup.
I agree.
You know, but so where both teams go from here now? I mean, I think it was Fabi Frano who said that both benches will be essential or big in this ball game.
But the game is just set up for Netherlands to score a buck-up goal. Because Japan is the Asian Haitians. That they because I remember, and it's something I always go back to this. Japan made their first World Cup the same year as Jamaica, and look at Japan now.
Yeah, man.
Compared to Jamaica,
their target is to go past the round of 16, eh?
right?
That's their goal.
And they're always close. They're always there, but they're always missing. No, you know what?
Almost just an unfavorable deflection there, Junior. I mean, and again, know that sorry, Junior, they're actually playing ball. They're pressing, putting a bit of pressure, recovering the ball, and having a go at this Dutch team.
Benton, I'm ahead of you.
Oh,
Look at the replay. Look at the replay for the Japan goal.
Yeah.
And look at the fan. Look at that fan and pay very close attention to the bottom of the screen.
I missed the replay.
I'm watching on Telemundo.
Yeah, I'm watching on Fox.
Oh no, Fox won't show it. I ain't never see a Japanese with a bumper like that.
I am what? Leave it to Telemundo.
Kalawishiwa and a goal for Netherlands. See there?
All right, so it's now 2-1.
And that's what I was saying. The Asian Haitians.
So who scored for Netherlands?
Yes, so say. I guess I'm way ahead of you.
Yeah, you are way ahead of me. Gravenberch with it. Somerville. Somerville say, you know what? Talk all you want about me. Say what you want about West Ham player can't come on World Cup. He said, shut the hell up. 2-1.
It's a good finish.
Yeah, man, it's a good finish.
Good finish.
Good finish.
So, normally I am the one that normally, and let me pause so we can catch up to you. I normally bring up things that you don't bring up. How many times do you talk about the Japanese goalkeeper?
Okay, I mean Zion is a good goalkeeper. What more you for say?
That's the only thing you can say about him.
I mean, he's a good goalkeeper. He's quite competent and excellent. He actually made a few good saves.
He's black.
And actually, I think he was targeted by some major club in England, and he turned him down, right?
Well,
Okay.
And he's black. Rui Hachimura. The Lakers' Rui Hachimura is also Japanese.
Ghanaian father and was Japanese mother, right? I think I saw you go with Zion. But surely a yard man must have a pitney at Japan.
Oh yeah, and the way they love dancehall. What?
Yeah, man. And I mean with a Japanese woman too. Not a
yeah,
yard
when
woman.
When they come out for exchange program, it to them go home empty-handed.
Yeah. Actually, wasn't there a kid who Wasn't there a youth system that could play for Jamaica?
I
Yeah, I
wouldn't be
think there is
surprised.
a kid, a Japanese Jamaican kid, but I mean he's playing for. I think maybe BM can enlighten me here. But yeah, overall, I would like to see Justin Cliver getting in. Here's Cody. Cody Gappo sends it across. Ah, take me in, boy. Okay, well,
That would have been a nice goal.
yeah. Yeah, someone will say, hold that, Benton. The man says, shut up, shut the hell up. You know what? Somerville's supposed to have an outstanding World Cup because he doesn't want to go back to West Ham, of all places.
That's a damn good call. You know what? That's a damn good call, Benton.
I mean,
Because you
this
know,
is
there's always a player that has a stellar World Cup that come out better for his club career.
yeah.
Somerville is one to watch. That's a very good call.
Somerville, and then the youth last night, Arakonda from Australia.
From out of nowhere.
So he was at Bayern Munich, and he left Bayern Munich. Oh! Box cover! Yo, I said get Kubo on the ball, brother. You move Kubo inside, get him on the ball. Box cover. All right, so yeah, so Arakonde, yeah, it's a cooling break.
And as we're now getting ready to enter into the fourth quarter of the game, the Netherlands leading 2-1.
Yo, you know, sir, I am just getting ready to enjoy the ball game, and now here comes the cooling break.
Yeah.
All right, so Nezrai Nestori Arakonda. Nestori Arakonda. Burundian refugee in Tanzania. And now represents Australia. So, according to what I read, is that he was at Bayern Munich. And he was in the Bayern Munich setup, a part of the group, working with, learning from some of the best in the world. And he said, you know what? It don't look like I'm going to get any playing time. And he left and went to one side named Grasshopper on loan. And then from Grasshopper, he signed for Watford. And then Ange Postecoglou was talking about him, I think, last night or whatever. Ange Postecoglou was saying, yo, I mean, this World Cup is a big thing for him. If he goes out there and demonstrate and really kind of score some goals, I mean, the summer transfer window is going to be huge for him.
Yeah.
You know? And last night, I mean, the man fast like grease lightning, brother.
Yep.
Fast like so they dismissed Turkey 2-0. After the Turkish captain make that talk, said Turkey is better than this team. We have played better opponents than them. So we're gonna dominate them.
Yeah, well, they baddest talk ever year.
I can't. God Nulu.
We
Yo,
go dominate.
a man really fix him out to come say them things there, and then you lose 2-0.
And then after the game, what him say after the game?
Yeah, him double down on it after the game like an idiot. I guess. No, but so now the group is kind of crazy because USA play Australia Friday evening.
Yeah.
No, I don't want. Cover Memphis this.
Yep.
Yeah, Marlon, come off. I feel. Come off of the BBC field.
But why him take off Somerville though?
Yeah, I don't understand the Somerville one. Yeah, what is it? Is that pre-planned or all right? If it was pre-planned, Junior, you're the coach. If it was pre-planned and the player score a goal, you still continue with the sub?
The type of coach that I am, yes.
Okay.
I first of all, I don't pre-plan substitutions.
Okay.
I met the game dictated. But you know what? My boy, the Dutch coach looked like a pre-planned coach. He looked like a plan B coach.
Come on.
Run come like a plan B coach.
I know.
So that you're going to play 70 minutes, you play 69 minutes, you do this, you do that. I remember Netherlands are like that, From LVG all the way down is just like that.
BM says, Junior, I know you regret not watching Turkey versus Australia.
Hell no.
And the Americanization of football is here with the fourth quarter. No, man, it was a ratted game, Junior. It was an absolute entertaining game. Back and forth.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I am happy I never watched it.
Yeah.
You know what? I was watching Power. I was watching Raising Canaan.
You see, this is
and I saw the text them and I chat. I'm saying, okay, cool.
Okay, so he was awake watching foolishness.
I was watching Power, man, Raising Canaan.
Did you watch Curacao versus Germany?
Unfortunately, yes. And you know what? People? And big up all those that doing watch-alongs. I made the mistake. I was watching Fox. As here's Gakpo, and that's not a good save. But I made the mistake. Watch Fox. And it was London Donovan.
Yep, London Donovan was on color commentary.
Oh my God!
And
Germany was up. Was it Ian? I think it was Ian Dark. And Germany was up 3-1. And this idiot was on the TV. Well, with the win, we know how the German fans are. And if Germany doesn't score any more goals, then the media over there will not be happy with the result. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, shut the... Right as him said that, Germany scored. I'm like, dude, just shut up, man. I had to mute my phone. I was watching on my phone. I had to mute it. I was like, nah, I can't listen to this idiot.
BM says big World Cup are going and you watch Power.
Yeah. After watching Brazil, you know what? My World Cup done, My World Cup done.
Did your World Cup even start?
Hell no. World Cup done. Even though I don't know, I have two sentimental sides left to play. So.
What? Oh, England and Brazil.
Portugal.
Oh, weird. Portugal night too.
Yeah, that was a sentimental team.
I don't care. All right.
But I'm a Brazil fan, 100%. Here's Japan. Cross the ball, youth! Hey, Japan, I roll some balls still.
Yeah, but it's like, why not do this from jump, from game, from minute? Hey, take chop under you. Yeah, I mean, Junior still ahead of me because me just see the cross the ball thing. Why I'm never cross the ball early?
Exactly. Even though the striker, when you see the replay, the striker faked the run to the near post and back out. I don't know why. Let me tell you, they're the Asian Haitians.
No, actually,
they are the Asian Haitians.
Score. Haitians don't score no goals. All right, so subs coming in. Why Tanaka can't come on the field, Bridget? And come off, take off at number 10, yo. I would put the subs in, but I don't have. You know what? Junior set the standard. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this up. But then Netherlands made 3 subs.
But then, all right. So this is my thing now, and this is probably a learning experience now for the coaches, right?
Yeah.
If I am the coach, and I know a cooling break is at the 70th minute. I'm not waiting till the 75th minute to make 3 changes. I'm making the changes then.
Yeah.
That's the perfect time to make the changes that your players can come in and get acclimatized to the game. That's 5 minutes wasted. Why make a player cool down, warm back up, only to come off in 5 minutes?
Yeah. So Tijani Reinders was subbed off. I guess we didn't really.
Yeah,
Yeah, he never.
but he played a position where if his name doesn't call, I mean he's having a good game.
I mean,
He's serving his purpose.
no. I mean, watch a youth. Hey, look, if Japan lose the game, it's not because of Zion. I think Zion has done quite well.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and now go back and hang him.
I wasn't gonna say it like that, but
And you know what? We have to talk about the globalization of football too, because we live in a world now where not only in America, but other places, people are all about it's not what I'm call it, nationalism, right? But look at how globalized football is, where Japan have a black man on them team. Australia have a black man on them team.
well,
Norway have two black
two,
man on them
Junior,
team.
two.
Yeah, two black man on them team.
Yeah.
Norway have couple black man on them team, which Norway traditionally always at least have one. But still though, you don't normally associate those kind of things. And I think it's great to see.
So
I think it's
why
great to see.
black man alone? Why not a man from a different background? Why just black man alone?
Well, it is very easy to see where you have a Nordic country have somebody with dark skin. It's very easy to tell.
Why man just put a black agenda? You know, wait. Why the eye just why the brown man can't get a rep in at the table, get a seat at the table?
Well, the brown man probably have some affiliation with certain entities that they won't allow them to come in the country, like the Somali referee. But you saw the Somali referee getting full payment though. FIFA is honoring his payment.
I know he got like a major tournament, a major. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So Japan made 3 subs. Yeah, my youth, put down Tanaka up on the field. What the? But I want to get your thoughts on Curacao. You never gave your thoughts on Curacao.
What is there to say? They would know they're a sacrificial lamb. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to watch a lot for QSO. A waste of time. A practice game.
Junior, they did score.
Yeah, and that goal that they scored is a red flag for Julian Nagelsmann and Germany.
Yo, so say Manuel Neuer wicked, and the man came out of retirement just to take a next man job.
That's a German way though. Germany always have old goalkeepers.
Yeah, so it seems like the Japanese coach pretty much subbed 3 players out of the midfield. It's pretty much saying, okay, the midfield is not working. Let's go ahead and try to freshen things up a bit. Still 2-1, Netherlands leading. Later on, you have Ecuador versus the Ivory Coast. That should be an interesting one. And at 10 p.m. By the way, before goalie out, scored a bit.
Good try.
Before Junior said no more watch along for the evening. How well honest Junior is.
I mean, Ivory Coast, Ecuador could be but feel Ivory Coast, Ecuador is a red card game.
And looking ahead for the week's action, Monday night watch. Nighttime watch along thing I go on.
It depends. It depends because I think, let me see. So Monday, kind of like, come on, Benton. Come on.
Yeah, what?
No watch along. But no, we have work and thing. You go to Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, or Iran, New Zealand, I'm good.
Oh, Iran, New Zealand. You have to watch Iran, man, them brother. I want to you, man. And them man, them say them not let in certain people into the
You're
country.
not
You
as
can't imagine.
those are the views of Benton and have nothing to do with BCN Sports. We have nothing to do with geopolitics. We have no intention to be a part of geopolitics. We'll keep it over there, sir.
All right, so so tomorrow at here, he said, "Them look who put the schedule together? Like who put Belgium versus Egypt at 3 p.m. in the middle of 3
It's
p.m.
the
on a Monday,
dumbest thing ever. Dumbest thing ever.
and then prime time you have Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, and 9 p.m. Iran, New Zealand. What is that?
That's dumb.
And
And
then on
then look at
you have
Tuesday. Look at
France.
Tuesday.
Who put France Senegal at 3 p.m. in a day? I'm telling you, man.
I think France Senegal could be the best game of the first round.
And then again, like who put the schedule together? England, Croatia at 4 p.m. People are work, Bridget.
Ghana, Panama at prime time. Ghana, Panama do prime time.
Where the box go? What am I deal with?
I know it's no work now go on for me, because Wednesday, 1 o'clock, Portugal, DR Congo. Me I watch that. England, Croatia, me I watch that.
Well, the good thing that your boss is a subscriber, right?
Oh shit.
Ay, boy. Yo, the man, the man them who come up with that schedule, you have to get beaten with belt.
It's the dumbest thing ever. At least Thursday, Mexico, South Korea is 9 o'clock. That's a good one. Friday, Brazil, Haiti, 8:30. Turkey, Paraguay.
And of
I'll be
course,
read that
USA.
game. Australia, 3 o'clock. I'll be read that game.
Yeah, them can keep USA, Australia at 3 o'clock. That's fine.
So what go on Sunday. But apart from France, Senegal, I don't see a game I'm really, really dying for watch. Norway, Senegal. I tell you, that group is a group of that.
Yeah.
England, Ghana, will be a good game.
BM says Ivory Coast versus Ecuador has a draw written all over it.
But how many cards though, BM? Answer that one. Because we know the African man them stay, And Ecuador is basically Southern Africa.
Another sub for Japan, Yuda off and Shioga on Shiaiga. No. Free kick to Japan. Memphis. So weird. How old is Memphis right now?
I think it's still fairly young. But remember be a chopping this and go on with a Brazil,
Yeah, the video me see him pan. I enjoy. Well, you know what? The man
He's
enjoy
32.
himself.
He's 32.
He's enjoying. He's living his best life.
So you see, like all him now, it's a good thing he got Brazil. So when he breed up the whole of Brazil, you're not gonna really say that a Memphis baby, because the whole of them look alike. But them man they are breed on Brazil right now, Benton.
He's
I'll be in the fire running.
Yeah, man, he might enjoy himself, might live his best life.
And I think it was in his contract, something like he has to take a helicopter ride to all the practice, something like that. It's something weird. In his contract where it's like the ultimate luxury.
Yeah, man, he is enjoying his life.
Fair man don't do nothing.
85th minute of play. Wait, Telemundo send me an email. Send me did what? Me never
See
subscribe.
it? You got to talk about Iran. You see it?
I never subscribe to Telemundo. I don't matter about.
Yeah, it's sad. Them all sad, yo. Two black vans who come link you.
Yo, me I make a step, you know. Still 2-1, family. You're not missing anything. It's still Netherlands winning ahead of Japan 2-1. Japan sets a target of advancing past the round of 16 junior. Based on what you're seeing here, you think that's a reachable target?
If Netherlands is what everybody thinks they are, then yes, it's it's an attainable goal for them. They just have to stay consistent. And you talk about Netherlands and their lack of pace. We don't say Japan out traditionally you can beat them up, right? You can put body on them and push them around. Netherlands, they just I don't even know if to describe Netherlands right now.
So look, so that cross from Japan a while ago. I mean, I don't think Japan is gonna win many aerial duels against
Nope.
Netherlands. Keep the ball on the ground, Bridget.
Yeah, but then Netherlands is so compact and they are so them so tight and cohesive that even keeping on ball on the ground is going to be hard. It's just hard for Japan to score against them.
Rely on your passing capability. I mean, you're not gonna beat them money put not with them crosses, yeah, man. With all these cross.
Yeah.
Ball youth. Corner kick. And take a short corner too.
They're not doing that.
Junior, BM says, Junior, just tell your manager you have an errand to run.
Yeah, that do every time. Say I'll be right back.
The errand I take 3 hours, Bridget.
What? Say for the neighbor just text me. I'll be right back. Tell it now text me. But
Yo, what I find here when Junior become the manager and head cook and bottle wash over that place there.
you know,
Youth. Good defense. Good defending Denzel Dumfries.
wait, come on to them score 2-2. It'll come off of the corner to backside. Off of the corner.
Japan score half a corner. And I'm waiting for it to load. The corner kick is getting ready to take. Here is the corner kick. Hey! They actually won a header. They won a header. Box cover. 2-2.
Aside workless.
Why,
hey, Netherlands workless on the one.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing.
Netherlands, but them work. Let's see, man.
Is this an extension of Liverpool season?
What Virgil? What Virgil? Where my jump go? Oh, the fuck said it.
Yo, hey, very good setup play though. Very good.
Virgil.
Wait. It just totally beat Virgil.
Virgil just missed the ball.
Yeah,
completely.
normally you don't see them the things there. Them the thing that happen. Them the thing that happen. Those things don't happen, Junior.
Hey, you see the fan take a chug out of beer. Like you say, yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
2-2. You know what? Let me go ahead and give Japan their scores.
Hey, Bomba, the referee kill the player. Ref, take a card, ref.
Nakamura with the goal. So the other goal was a own goal. It seems like it was. Did they award? No.
Is the ref kicked on the player yet?
Oh, Kamada. No. Kamada. Yeah, Kamada Nakamura got those. Yeah. Me see. Me I try update the sheet so the fans them can know who scored for Japan. You know, Junior, some of us over here are working now. Don't tell me say somebody else score. Come on and
No,
send message.
come on, asking why them take off Somerville, which is a damn good question. Ronald Koeman is an idiot. We don't establish that already.
Yeah, actually, the man just scored. Then you take him off right as him score too. And Mickey Van der Ven picks up a yellow card. Well,
I still think Netherlands going to find a winner though. It's typical Dutch.
final winner where? Not today, Junior.
Some
Not
buck up
today.
goal. Some buck up goal I score.
Not today.
What's your take on Frankie de Jong?
I didn't reach didn't reach the hype, the potential. I mean, when you turn back the clock, what 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, he was the most coveted midfielder in all the world of football, probably, right?
Yeah.
And the outlook was that Frankie de Jong was just going to jump to just upper level. But I mean, and I don't know if every season the same foolishness at Barcelona, the transfer. So it's kind of crazy too because you would expect him to kind of flex his muscle in a game like this, but he just looked like another baller up on the field, another player on the field, not baller, just another player on the field.
Yeah.
What's your assessment of him?
The same thing. I think, well, he's a good baller, but I don't think he has the ambition that we as fans would have loved to see somebody with that level of talent has. And I think sometimes we get caught up in judging players based on saying if I had that ability and my love for the game that I have, I would have, right?
Yeah.
But the man was happy. The man was happy and say, you know what? My spot in the national team safe. May I make millions of dollars and I can work out every day for free. But good.
Yeah.
And that is enough for him. I don't think he aspires to be the world best.
But also, would he become the world best? So his build-up play is part of the slow foolishness now. Not this Dutch outfit. It's so slow.
I'm trying to think of a Dutch player that I could draw a comparison with him, and I can't because he's no Seedorf or Edgar Davids. Does he have the potential to have been one of the best sixes in the world? No, I don't think so. Because the thing with him is he does everything good for his position, but he's not great at anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's not the fastest. He's not the most tenacious. He can't make a pass like Pirlo. He can't. He doesn't have a good shot. He doesn't read the game increasingly like with excessive speed. He just does everything well, and he's just a good little baller. You know who I'll put him in. He's a calmer version of Blaise Matuidi. That's where I put him.
Again.
He's a calmer version of Blaise Matuidi. Matuidi game to me was built on speed, but he too didn't do anything great. He was just a good midfielder, and he Frankie De Jong, you put him on a World Cup winning side, and they won't fall off with him in the side. And that's how and the same thing. That's how I say Blaze. That's how I say Matuidi.
BM says, quote, can't hold down Mr. Chin. But, end quote. Those are the views of BM, you know. Since we're not
Hey,
Japanese, Mr. Chin.
remember me tell you, I told you with South Korea, me tell you, so we're going to call enough side Mr. Chin. I told you.
Well, those are not the views of BM. Those are the views of BM and Junior.
Yeah, we those are the views of Jamaicans.
Nah, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Those are the views of Jamaicans.
No, you know that. So you want style those Jamaicans who don't share that views? Why you
every Jamaican look for the Asian brother whenever. Yo, Chin. Am I lying?
No. What about the Asian Jamaicans?
China, man. Chinese. And that's it. 2-2. Did you have this on your bingo card, Benton? I didn't. I didn't.
All right, so I wanted Japan to win coming in, but I thought Netherlands would have won the game. And simple, this Japanese must start believing that they can compete with any of these big teams. I think they're still in that space where they see these teams and look at the historical aspect of some of these countries, you know. And yes, Japan is new to the World Cup relatively. I mean, 1998 compared to these other teams, right? These teams have been churning out ball as years and years and years. But I just think the Japan style of football, when implemented properly and in the World Cup stage, just passing and collective unity, something that you will see very well in the women's game, is something that can be successful in any tournament if you believe that you are committed to that side of play. Now, I thought the Japanese coach Mariasu took a wrong approach I guess he probably says not the wrong approach because they end up getting a point, but I thought he took a wrong approach in the beginning of the game, you know, dropping off and allowing Netherlands possession. No, man. Not showing a respect for no side. Not even Curacao drop off a side. Now, Curacao picked up 7, but I think Japan is big enough aside not to drop off no boy. Go and play them, man up, play them, engage them, put some pressure on the ball, and force them to beat you.
Yeah.
So what does this result mean now? Do you think that Japan feels like, look, you know what, we can go ahead and win this group?
Yes. No, it's not a fair statement because for me, I would expect Netherlands to come out and take care of business against Tunisia and Sweden, right? So it's not a fair statement when I look at a lesser team that get a favorable result and tell them don't treat it like it's the end of the world. While I look at the better team that got a less than favorable result and tell them treat it like it's the end of the world. But the approach is different because of expectations. And I think Japan expectation is I come into this World Cup when I look at the zone, when I look at the grouping, I know I am playing my hardest team first. Right? And if I can get something out of that first game, my confidence is supposed to go through the roof going into the next games. I think that's what happened with Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast played against France. That first World Cup, and Ivory Coast found that victory against France, and they rode it all the way through till they were unfortunately knocked out. I think Japan can build some confidence off this. Let me see. I think they play Tunisia next. So they can come out now feeling even better if so they play Tunisia Sunday. Next week. They can come out even better, beat Tunisia, and then go into the final game against Sweden, knowing that they're more likely going to be one of the best third place teams, but try to get at least a draw versus Sweden. Sweden is supposed to be a second strongest game in this grouping. So yes, they can build some confidence off of it.
And I understand it's part of the human, element, mindset. I don't know. Maybe it's just old age with me. Even though Curacao got 7, and the score, yeah, yeah, the score is embarrassing. I really appreciate a team that said, you know what, we're not just going to sit off you. We're going to go ahead and play you. And you can't beat me, but we're going to play you. And I think for Japan, when the comment you made about the first opponent being the toughest, yes. But also, I think Japan should then kind of look at it from the Dutch side. The Dutch is probably saying, well, my first opponent in this group is the toughest also.
No,
So so
no.
so in this group, so Netherlands is looking at this group and said Japan is that the toughest?
They're saying Sweden is the toughest.
See, and this is the problem with Japan. Japan need a coach who can take them to the next level. Because Mariaso are going like him, I'm a ramp with the thing. And that is how much I value Japan. I mean, I think this team years from now, and so there was this build up on I think it was on Fox. I think Seedorf and Peter Schmeichel, were discussing this. And both of them were saying about Japan, like this tournament is part of that building block. Or was it Chicharito? One of them. Was this part of this building block to at some point Japan will say, I can win the World Cup? And why they're saying that? They're saying that because they've seen a team with these traits, these qualities that make you say, yo, they are a good football team. It's a good footballing culture, a good footballing nation. They have the pedigree to compete with anybody. At least Seedorf and Schmeichel and others were saying that. So though there was all this hype about the Dutch and the excitement and the promo, like the Fox build-up promo was essentially 99% the Dutch.
Dutch, yeah.
And I think it was Seedorf from one of them said, well, let's not just disregard Japan.
Not switching the argument, but it kind of parallels. Romario came under fire yesterday. 'Cause I don't know if you saw that. He took on a Brazilian reporter, a female reporter as well, and basically talked down to her when she was kind of insinuating that Brazil failed.
Okay, I know I didn't
The
see
first
that.
game
You have
was a
to fill
failure.
me in.
Yeah, so it is he was on live TV and he basically said that, and he said it in Portuguese, so I'm going off what the post said, but basically said that only people that ever play the game can understand what really happening in a football game, and you can't just get up and expect to go out there and beat up a side. The next side I play ball too, and the next side have some baller, and them come out and them play ball, and them show us that they are a better, more organized team. And we're talking about Morocco versus Brazil. I think it's the same thing with Japan versus Netherlands. We sit down now and watch it, and the casual fan is going to say, "Oh, Netherlands is expected to win because they have the history, they have the pedigree, like Marco van Basten, Duppy going to come out and run ball on the field." And that's not how the game is played. The game is played with the 11 players they have on the field right now per team, and they make the best 11 win. So that's why I don't subscribe to the fact of, oh, Japan is a building block. No, if you have a team that's talented enough, you go out there and play to your talent. So it is not a building block, because at the end of this World Cup, some of these players will not be able to play the next World Cup. So what are you going to do? You're going to remove the block and re-add a next block? And that's how the thing works. So it is, I get it. Facts, the American coverage is going to run down the European angle, and they are trying to show that America belongs. So they are going to hype up the European teams and say, look at this. We are just like this. I'm marry them together. and then these quote unquote smaller teams are come and bust them head. So I'm looking at it and I'm just thinking to myself, yo, Netherlands, we have a lot of work ahead of them. We have a lot of work ahead of them. We cannot sit down in a show watching a game and come to the conclusion, why is Japan putting the ball in the box? They have no chance of winning a header versus the bigger, stronger Dutch. Oh, sorry, talk too fast. That's a problem. That is a problem when a team that you are not, a team that is physically inferior to you, out physical you in both of their goals. That's a problem.
Fabi Frana says, see, I called it. Yeah, man. Fabi called it. Fabi did say a 2-2 the game that I done. 2-2. I told you the bench will have to make a difference. Yeah, one bench did while the other wasn't up to par. Yeah. yeah, the Dutch. Yeah, Ronald Koeman. I think it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say at the pre-match, the post-match about Somerville's sub. I suspect someone will ask him about that decision.
And I'm not saying I'm not being disrespectful. Louis Van Gaal, I'm not trying to be funny. Louis Van Gaal is still alive, right?
Louis Van Gaal, yes. Van Gaal?
I think he is. Van Gaal, I think he's still alive. Remember he has terminal
Louis
cancer.
Van Gaal is still alive, Junior.
I'm curious to know if they're going to reach out to him for a statement. I'm not trying to be funny because you remember he was diagnosed with terminal cancer.
Yes, you're trying to be funny.
No. I'm really not. We know that the Dutch people don't hold them tongue. It's a cultural thing. I had a roommate that was from Netherlands, an older man. He was doing a PhD.
Yeah.
And there's a couple things I learned from the Dutch people. They love mayonnaise, and them no hold them tongue, brother. Them no hold them tongue. The brother come to me and says, I said, why you do you talk to? Hey, damn, I understand you. Yeah, you're being honest, but man, shut the fuck up, man. Like, God. So we do. So I Ruud Gullit.
Yeah.
Ruud Gullit no hold him.
Yep.
Gullit no hold him tongue neither.
Yeah.
So I am curious to know because I'm not picking on Virgil, but he's at fault for the second goal.
Yeah, he missed that. Yeah, that's something you expect Virgil to deal with. I mean,
but with all of these substitutions, all of these substitutions you make, you can't give Virgil a break.
No, he's a critical part of their team, Junior. He's an essential part of what they're looking to achieve. BM says, all Netherlands fans, take your mind off the World Cup. It's not happening. The World Cup will prove how small the world of football has become. Yes. Yeah, man. I think that last statement, the World Cup will prove how small the world of football. I mean,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
So 8 teams have won the World Cup. 5 from Europe and 3 from South America.
You want me to tell you when the World Cup will prove that the world is small?
Yeah.
Or when we'll know that the football is small?
Yeah.
Is when Mexico win the World Cup or
Jamaica.
Nah. Them football changed into something else, man. That's when football turned tracks. But it is the game.
Somebody did say we need to use a track athletes and run down your wing like a baller. Since we can't outrun them, why not?
Well, because since Jamaica is blessed with speed.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Yes.
We have
But
the
yeah,
speed.
Jamaica is blessed with speed, of course.
We have speed on our side, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, and not the Irish one, the other one, the
The
real
other one.
speed.
The real speed, the speed that is not dictated to, the speed that does not have a speedometer.
Speedometer burnout. Um, you were saying that the world will be small. The world of football will small
When a
when
non-traditional
what
team win the World
happens?
Cup. When a non-traditional team win the World Cup. Because
Okay.
you know when the world
And
is small,
non-traditional, you mean non-European or non-South America?
no, non-traditional. So
Uh,
the final eight, I can guarantee right now, well not guarantee, but I expect the final eight to be Spain, France, um, Netherlands, regardless, Argentina, I almost said Italy, maybe Brazil can slip, trip, and fall. England, Germany, and Portugal. That's it. That's your it. You might have a team kick out Brazil teeth in the round of 32. And I think Japan might be slated to play Brazil if I remember my bracket clearly. But
mm,
with the way this game went, it might be Netherlands playing Brazil,
yeah, might
which would
as
be ironic.
I BM says, Junior, I saw what you did there. I would say we're cursed with speed. BM. I would say the world of football gets smaller when a team outside of Europe and South America wins the World Cup. You know, North America, Africa, Asia, one of those countries, one of those regions need to win need to win a World Cup, and the quicker they win the World Cup, the better. Because for me, like a team like a Portugal, a Netherlands, to me those are still traditional teams.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
are.
around, they're around it. They've been a perennial competitors at this highest level.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, some of them just dropped the soap. Um, who else? Who else I'm missing from Europe that didn't win a World Cup? Sweden.
Uh
Well,
no, Sweden not in Sweden. Sweden is one of those that group games, but not we're not top powerhouse. So Sweden is not one of them. Um, it's a Netherlands, Portugal.
Portugal.
It would have been Spain, but that changed
Yeah,
a couple World Cups ago.
yeah, that ship
Because Spain
sailed.
only have one, which is still kind of funny to hear that Spain only has one World Cup.
And I'm lucky too.
Very lucky.
Because
Very
that opportunity one-on-one with Iker Casillas that now you could have bet your host on Iron Robin to score that, right? In the
Yep.
2010 final.
Yep. Yep.
And then as for South America, I guess so Argentina,
Chile.
Brazil, Uruguay, all three teams won World Cup from South
Has
America.
Chile won a World Cup?
No. But it's like it's the thing with Chile now. It's like so they had that golden era, right? They had probably two golden eras. You had the Salas, and what is the other brother name? Or Salsa. What
Uh,
name? A Salsa?
Chile, El Matador, right?
No, so may I try to remember the two. They were all right. So prior to
Asala,
the
they had
Vargas and
Salah.
Sanchez era, there was a youth. I think Asala,
Asala, Marcelo Salas or something like
Marcelo,
that.
yeah, Marcelo Salah, and before there was a Mohamed Salah. There was a
Before
Marcelo
Mohamed
Salah.
Salah, yeah.
Yeah, Marcelo Salah. It was and it's Echeverry. Is
No,
it Echeverry?
Echeverry come from Bolivia.
Oh, Marco Echeverry is from Bolivia. Okay, I thought. Yeah,
I think Echeverry I think it's either Bolivia or Venezuela.
we have to go Google that one there.
I'm pretty sure Bolivia. Marco Echeverry is from Bolivia.
Marco Echeverry. Okay, yeah, he's Bolivian.
I used to rate him in that. That's what I remember him. At DC United, used to rate him at DC
Yeah,
United.
Marker, because I remember him on that Chile, that player, Marcelo Sala. So,
Chile.
I think it's Marcelo Sala. Oh, Salas.
Salas.
Yes.
And then you have my boy who used to play for Arsenal, Alexis Sanchez.
Oh, so that era was a golden era for Chile. Alexis Sanchez,
And Vidal. Arturo
Arturo
Vidal.
Vidal, Bochajor, Ruben, the Vargas, was it Antonio Vargas or whatever in first name, Eduardo Vargas, I don't remember any name. So you have Sanchez, you have Vargas, you have Vidal, you have the French
I got
team
one
one,
for you.
Bochajor, you had Bravo, Claudio Bravo in goal. And then you have
You
one
have Gary,
Mexico
remember
one.
Medel? I have one for you though. I have one for you. Remember Ivan Zamorano? Remember
Yeah, man,
Zamorano?
Ivan Zamorano. It wasn't
Oh,
yeah, that's for
but
Chile. So it wasn't Salas and Zamorano at the same time.
Salas was younger. I don't think Salas played in 98 World Cup. Zamorano was 98 World Cup.
Okay.
Zamorano was France 98.
Yeah, Ivan Zamorano.
Remember Ivan Zamorano one. I don't think and Marcelo Salas was called El Matador. Okay, but we have two El Matador. Remember the other El Matador come from Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
Hermosillo?
Brother, they are madman.
Hermosillo or something like that.
Yeah, I think Carlos Hermosillo. I'm just pushing
Yeah.
people out of the way.
So I look up the 10 best countries to never win a World Cup. Netherlands, their best finish, they were runners-up.
Yeah,
They-
3
they
times
run-
runners-up.
3-time runners-up. Damn. Portugal, best finish was third.
When was
Belgium,
that third? Was that Eusebio?
66, yeah.
So wait, Cristiano Ronaldo never finished in a top 4 yet?
Nah. Come on.
And
He's doing it this
some
World
people
Cup.
have the brother up on such a high level, as
He's
big a
doing it
baller as
this
he
World-
is.
All right. Watch him out.
As
Third
big,
place.
No, a big man thing we are talking about, man. Cristiano Ronaldo a general. So it's not like we can have adult conversation. It's not like I am advocating for against him or whatever. Cristiano Ronaldo is a general. Absolute stunning baller. But equally, Portugal has some big sides. He has had some talented teams. And no semi-final?
Nope.
Box
Not in the
cover.
World Cup. But he won the Europe. He won Euros.
Yeah, he did won the 2016, was it 2016 Euro, right?
Yeah, and I think he also had a run up in the Euros as well. So he
Man, I play
did well
number
in
two,
Euros.
Junior. So now that is a joke. He might play number 2.
Okay, all right. We won't watch. Wait. I would recommend you wait a couple weeks before you start running Jordan.
So,
Third
all
place,
right, continuing it, the 10 best teams that never won a World Cup.
Belgium, third. They
All
finished
right,
third.
wait, no, hold on. With the Belgium thing, how this Belgium reaching at this?
All right, just it gets better, sir.
No,
So
so
Belgium,
we could dissect them one at a time. How Belgium reaching at this?
well, they finished third.
When?
That's their best. That's their best finish. Is third.
Was 86?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, that was the Lukaku million misses.
BM says Portugal finished fourth in a which era? 20 BM in a 2006 with Ronaldo.
Yeah, but that was not third.
Okay, all
Talk
right.
about-
So it makes semi-final then. Good.
That makes semi-final. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, BM. So yeah, so this is the Rui Costa Portugal then.
Yes.
So then did I rub bench on the team there?
No, he was still playing. Come on.
So then maybe that's why they finished fourth. Let me go back to the
Yeah.
2006 Portugal team. And give me a second before.
No, out of 2006.
2006 World Cup Portugal. Not that BM said.
Was that the World Cup when Rooney get the red card?
I think where the left back, where the one with the blonde hair, it was Abel Xavier, whatever I want name. I think he got a red card that game.
So hold on. 2006.
Maybe that was 2002. I don't even know.
Oh, 2006 at Germany win the World Cup, right?
No, man. 2006, Italy, Brethren.
Oh
Penalty
yeah.
shootout.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm seeing, wasn't that the headbutt and
And
Trezeguet?
Zidane,
Yeah, and
yeah.
Trezeguet missed the penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2006. Italy won that World Cup. All right, so 2006, Portugal World Cup squad. And sir, I think that is after from that World Cup. I decided never again to support Portugal for win the World Cup. From the 2006 World Cup, I decided never again to pick a Portugal side to win a World Cup.
Why? Why would you hate on them?
Never again to pick a Portugal side to win a World Cup.
So, all right, so Portugal 2006 World Cup, you had Ricardo in goal, Paulo Ferreira, Ricardo Costa, Miguel Valente, Ricardo Carvalho, Mira Canera, Fernando Mira, and Nuno Valente. Their midfielders were Costina, Petit, Hugo Viana, Maniche, Thiago, and Deco. And their strikers were Luis Figo, Pauleta, Simao, Bo Marte, Cristiano Ronaldo, Nuno Gomez, and Helder Pastiga.
And the man held the Fastiga run line. And I remember the problem. Luis Felipe Bug Scolari was the head coach.
Yeah.
And after that, I said, never again. Do you remember Luis Boamarte?
Yeah.
Lively player. Ricardo Carvalho. One of the best defender at the time.
Yeah.
Deco. One of them have Elder Postiga run line to box cover. Yeah, I think after that World Cup, I was like, yeah, I'm done. No more Portugal for me. I'm good.
But then they have Portugal. So Belgium third, 2018. Hungary. They have Hungary fourth. They were runners up in two World Cups, 1938 and 1954.
Hungary.
Hungary.
Yeah, hold on. Them hungry. Hungry
Remember
outside.
Hungary back in the day was a decent little football side still.
Yeah, back how far back in the day, Junior? Did I
60s? Way back. Way back.
Okay.
They have Mexico is fifth. Their best finish is quarterfinal in 70 and 86. Croatia is sixth. Their best finish is runners-up in 2018. Sweden is seventh. Their best finish is runners-up in 1958. Colombia is eighth. Best finishes quarterfinal in 2014. With all the ballers that Colombia have had, I would have think they would have at least gotten to a semifinal. You ready for crazy? They have USA ninth. Their best finish was third place in 1930. And then they have South Korea 10th. Their best finish was fourth in 2002. You don't realize something is missing from this group.
No side from Africa.
African side.
No African side.
We've had the Nigerians. We've had. Now, to be fair though, you're not. I think because you don't have a perennial African team that constantly qualify for the World Cup, I think that's what hurt them from being on this list.
All right, outline your 10 best teams to never win a World Cup, Junior.
All of these teams, I'm taking out USA. I'm putting in. You see, I want to put in Nigeria, but recent history just stayed them. I think Nigeria belong in this top 10. I think Nigeria should be in there before USA and definitely before South Korea. South Korea are just come ball team, man.
No, I can't put Nigeria in that. Inside we can't
So
even
who?
make World Cup.
So any of these teams. Which team out there that you would put in this top 10 that you would
Japan.
take out?
I would put Japan over South Korea any day of the week. And US. A man who
Japan.
finished third in 1930 can't tell me about best teams who have never won a World Cup.
Japan just make World Cup. What do you do? Japan just make World Cup in our generation.
Yeah, and Croatia is in the lead in the list because I'm just making a 98.
No, but Croatia come from the Yugoslavia.
Also, yeah, we are carryover from the old.
Yes, because that pedigree carries over.
So yeah, and you know what? And Belgium, I'm not putting Belgium in that list. So Belgium had so in 1986. Listen, the ball game thing kind of fluctuates. You have teams that go up and down, and then I mean, say I don't best team for no win a World Cup. Prior to this golden generation of Belgium, it was 1986 when Belgium did have one little baller, one little fluffy here, brother. We name Sophie or Chiffon or whatever his name, and that was it. And then it took what till 2000 and what till Hazard generation come 2008 them time there from 1986, and now Belgium is considered a big side. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Nah, me not do that. No, if Romania forward next World Cup and start play some ball, then we have to put them back in the head, because we're gonna say, boy, yo, when Georgie Hadji did that turn.
But that was only one. That was only one World Cup though. Georgie Hadji that was just one World Cup.
Yeah, but I'm only remembering Belgium won World Cup of significance with the Schifo guy.
Nah, the Belgium recent golden generation from Hazard all the way to Kevin De Bruyne. That they failed, but they still did well.
And I'm saying that if Romania comes with a golden generation next cycle, then we have to say, well, we have to put Romania in it then.
Well, that's true. All right. So, but then this is a question, though. This is a question. I think this is a key question, though. Because one thing about all of these teams that I am looking at, all of these teams have a league and have a strong league, except Hungary.
You consider MLS a strong league?
Yes. For today's standard, yes.
Okay.
So, compared to Romania, because that's going to be my question now. For Romania to build their golden generation, for a team to build their golden generation, they need to have somewhere that they can build them. Your golden generation is just born the same year. You have to build them. They have to be built. So I'm kind of angling it towards Jamaica. Jamaica technically have a golden generation sitting on right now, and if they ever piss it away, it's going to be another wasted generation,
Yeah, the under 17 team.
Both under 17 and the under 20 team. That's a generation. And you can build something with the under 20 and the under 17 team right now.
So remind me, so the what's the title of the list? The 10 best teams to have never won a World Cup?
Yeah, the 10 best countries to never win a World Cup.
I probably just cut that down to 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'll do a top 5.
After I mean, the 10 might be. I would say probably off the top of my head, I'm thinking of one real country that I would say is a big side to have never won a World Cup, and the team that just played,
Netherlands, yeah.
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to kind of say, boy, you know, aside just have a golden generation, and now we consider them as one of the best teams to have never won a World Cup. Virgin, you have to put in work in this to win World Cup. You know, just run, come, so come win. Yo, when Spain won the 2010 World Cup, a whole heap of suffering Spain got through, you know. In the
Only
90s, you sitting there watch Spain side and say, yo, Virgin, you sitting there, you can't watch this side there with Morientes and the ugly jersey. And the goalkeeper, I name Cannavaris, I think I said the name. I say, I think that was the goalkeeper in the 90s. And I was like,
I think
yo.
that name that's all right. Coronavirus, yeah.
But that team went through a lot of suffering. And they found the key in 2010.
Yo, but yeah, I see why Sweden is there too. Now I think about it. Sweden got through some suffering, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You remember a baller named Thomas Brolin?
Yeah, man. Thomas, Henrik Larsson, and yeah, man.
Henrik Larsson.
Mate,
But Thomas Brolin was a
and
Ravelli.
Actually, and Denmark went through some suffering. The Lord Drop brothers, big side, big ballers. Yo, you know, take off America for that list.
But Denmark, I think Denmark win a World Cup already.
Nah, man. The 5 World Cup winners, Germany from Europe, Italy, England in a 66, Spain, and I'm blanking on the last one from Europe.
Right, so Denmark has never won a World Cup. Yeah.
No, so it's Italy, Spain, England,
France.
Yeah, I'm blanking on France. But even England, even the 1966 victory, there's a whole heap of questions around the 1966 victory because I've read reports about did the ball cross the line, there was some war thing where I go on and man up cook up things. So
but come on though, Benton. After what happened,
I belittle their victory. The victory is the victory. But the next point I think is the key thing we may say. As big as England has been, and England has generated big sides off a big side.
Yeah.
They have been yet to win a World Cup since that time with any of those big sides. And England has suffered because we look on England 96 side with the great 1986 side with the great John Barnes. And he's sitting there and say, Bridget, how John Barnes can't play? Barnes can't get the minutes on this side there. What go on? But they did have Pog. I mean, you have a goal scorer.
That you talk about Lineker.
Yeah, man, you have a goal scorer. So you had, and if truth be told, the most talented team didn't win the 86 World Cup. The most complete team didn't win it, but them just have the biggest baller won it. The biggest baller won it. Argentina was a one-man side and few defenders. And a good goalkeeper. And Guy Cachea and then Pompidou, Guy Cachea, whichever one. But it was a one-man side. It was an absolutely one-man side. You have other teams that were stuck in other eras, but Diego Maradona was just that rotted good in that World Cup. And I don't know what was the price of cocaine then, but if they were testing, I'm sure that Diego Maradona probably wouldn't be.
Benton, I'm going to give you one game. I'm going to give you one name. Daniel Passarella.
Yeah. And a good defender.
Good defender?
Good defender. They spend a lot of time defending.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the Argentina games from 1986. It was Diego Maradona and a bunch of defenders.
But, yo, the man them, Italy took defending to an art form, right? Italy
Yeah.
turned defending into an art form.
Yes.
But that 1986 Argentina team, which I'm not gonna lie, I never see them play. I never watch them live. But from what I have seen, the man them turned defending into terrorizing people, man.
But
You
you have
can't,
to score goals.
you can't, but you know, I mean, they were built. You're right. They were built as a one-man team to a point. And I would not, it would be dumb for me to argue that point, right? But they knew all we have to do is do our job, and the greatest will take care of us. And the man them do them job. You
All
can't take
right.
that from.
The thing about it is that going into that World Cup, I mean, Diego Maradona, yes, big baller, general. But I mean, and I watch every minute of those games. And you know, say as I look at you, their primary school or whatever, you watch the game when TVJ come on or whatever, and or it's no JBC. And you know, you had teams with complete ballers. Like the French team had but the brother who does the day of FIFA, Platini, Michel Platini.
Platini, yeah, Michel Platini, yeah.
So going into that World Cup, there was a lot of hype around Michel Platini and Jean Tigana. So that French team was just, yo, man, they're big ballers. But when you watch the game, when I watched the game and games, and I thought, yo, this brother named Diego Armando Maradona, you cannot stop him. And like you said, back in them day, yo, a murder, I'm on them a murder, yo, with the tackle. There was some vicious tackles. I remember Diego Maradona going down the left side, beat like 4 or 5 people, and then putting ball on a plate for the brother who used to provide support. Name start with V. I think it's Valdana, whatever. Valdana, I think is his name in that 86 squad. But things could have gone sideways if a man had broke Maradona foot, and I'm certain
And they tried.
They tried.
They tried.
They
Yata Jorge
definitely
Valdano.
tried.
Jorge Valdano, yata.
Yeah, man, they definitely tried. And the goalkeeper for Argentina was huge. I think his name was Pompidou.
Yeah, Pompidou. Pompidou broke his foot 1990, and that is how the legend of Guy Cachia came up.
Yeah, man. Yo, hey, like you know, and I know like some of the listeners them can relate to this growing up. Like when you go you go a ball field and you hear some names, you say, yo, some man, them some real baller name, like a name like Pompidou. You say, yo, the man they are general, and then the youth from Italy later on, in '94, the striker Scalacci.
Scalacci, yes, Scalacci.
Yeah, I mean, some baller names. You know, man a baller, you know, man score some goals, but them say, yo, Scalacci.
And Scalacci, man, Scalacci, and back then the name was such a great name. It wasn't until I get older, I look back and say, oh, when Scalacci get famous, he was a bench man.
Yeah, man.
Come on for the last 5 minutes and I score a goal, and he's just known for that.
Yeah, man. Bench man, all the yard man, them will support Italy them time. They say, yo, just wait till Scalacci forward. Forward. And I remember the 86 World Cup when Zico missed a penalty. And I sat there and I almost ball. And it's just name me, I go off of me like, yo, Zico. Them name that, it's me I said a baller name that, Zico.
And you know them burned down him house right after that.
Yeah, man. Well, nah, I can't
but
go
down him house fast.
You should have moved out the furniture and everything. Yeah. And people.
But down him house fast.
Yeah, man. So the top 10 list never made a World Cup. I will just probably say I would reduce that to like 2 or 3 teams. And the Netherlands is probably the only team that I really regard as a big side that has never won a World Cup. Yeah. And it's a bit strange to me, like the Ruud Gullit the Frank Rijkaard, and I know Marco van Basten was injured a lot. I mean, that Dutch team, and then if you reel back the clock to 74 with Johan Cruyff, that Dutch team. I mean, them man they never won a World Cup. I mean, Johan Cruyff has been like one of the fathers of the football thing. Like all them local ballers when you see a run around, right, and they wanna come up with new systems and whatever. It's born out of Johan Cruyff's philosophy.
Yeah. And I think that you bring up for people to say this team is a great team whenever win World Cup, you have to have something that's revolutionary. And I think Johan Cruyff revolutionized football.
Yeah, man.
He's a father, and you have the whole total football
Yeah,
thing,
man.
and then you have Ruud Gullit, who revolutionized midfielder.
Yeah, man.
And even later on, I think Seedorf and Edgar Davids is
Yeah,
in that
I
same
said
vein.
for Edgar Davids and them and
That same vein.
and
And
I
then
mean, look on the 90th Dutch team. Like you have Dennis
Bergkamp,
Bergkamp,
backside.
Overmars.
Hey,
Hey, you know much artists at Jamaica build tune about Overmars?
yeah, yep. But yo, that Bergkamp goal though.
Yo. It's strange. You know, in some industries they give a honorary doctorate. I think FIFA need to come up with an honorary World Cup for Dutch for Netherlands. It's just like when I give a peace prize, them need to come up with an honorary award. A
I
World
would have
Cup.
kicked about Brazil, right? And Brazil they kick out 94 Netherlands.
I don't
Was it
even
Brazil?
remember. I Brazil did eliminate them in '94.
I think so, you know.
I don't. I mean, you put all your money upon them that Dutch team, and like, oh, you lose again.
I think it was Brazil. I think Brazil beat them 1-0. I don't know why I think it was Brazil that beat them. Or a Sweden. I think it's Sweden. I think about Brazil, you know. Sweden. It's Sweden. I'm thinking about Sweden.
Sweden beat them, yeah.
No, Brazil. No, Brazil beat Sweden the group stage and beat them in the no, Brazil beat Netherlands. Yeah, Brazil beat Netherlands. Brazil beat both Netherlands and Sweden. So Brazil beat Netherlands in the quarterfinals. That was a 3-2 game. I remember that game. That was a 3-2 game. And then they beat Sweden 1-0. Yo, yeah, Ravelli. Ravelli in goal for Sweden when Ravelli I go out with him antics.
Yeah. And was that the Sweden team with Henrik Larsson and Mute?
Thomas Brolin. And yo, look up Patrick Anderson, him name, the youth that scored a goal against Brazil because they drew with Brazil in the group stage 1-1.
Yeah.
And Patrick Anderson scored a goal. You know what? Let me look it up because my memory, it felt like him kick it from half line. That's how it felt like to me. I'm gonna look it up. 1994 group stage Brazil versus Sweden. I remember that game finished 1-1, and I was worried. Like, yo, it coming like Brazil not going win World Cup.
Yeah, man. So the Sweden team in '94, Thomas Brolin, that was Thomas Brolin, Swedish team.
Yeah.
Big side.
Kenneth Anderson name. I said Patrick Anderson. Name Kenneth Anderson.
Kenny Anderson. You know, so that Argentina side in that '86 have one brother named Brown Punny. I went name. I think, in fact, I think he did score one goal, and I think. And me I say, I wish you had man pitting this. The Argentina. Is
real?
For some reason, me have D Brown come to my head, but I don't think it's D Brown. But the 1986 Argentina starting 11 at the final, there was a defender named Brown. I mean, I say, how this brother you reach Argentina? Oh, wish. Big up Peter Mystic. Peter Mystic says Zico, Socrates, Michel Platini all missed penalties in the famous 1986 World Cup quarterfinal between Brazil and France in Mexico. Yeah, man. I did when Zico missed that penalty. Yeah. I
The,
remember like just
the
overcome with
the
emotions.
greatest team to never win a World Cup is that
Yeah,
team.
I was overcome with emotions.
And that will never change. That's the best team to never win a World Cup.
Yeah. Also, say yeah, I forgive Zidane and France some credit, because I think Zidane and France and the French movement may have really probably may I choose my words carefully, but probably been the kryptonite are the one that really match up Brazil Dolly House.
Nah.
Brazil. So in which World Cup was it round of 16 when Thierry Henry scored at was it what World Cup was that when Thierry Henry scored at the back post and eliminated Brazil?
No, that was the final.
Was that the final? But it was a knockout game also, man. Not the final where France eliminated Brazil, and I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I think that was South Africa.
Okay,
I want to say South Africa.
And I'm trying to remember if Brazil recently has a good record against France in the World Cup since the 98 tournament.
No, they don't.
And they do.
They don't play much, but no, they don't.
And it's almost this situation like since 98, France have said, you know what, I've always side this, we can beat them. There's not this fear of Brazil that once when Brazil walk on the field against any side. Well, granted, it's a different Brazil era now.
It's a different Brazil. Remember, after 2002, Brazil changed.
Yeah.
Brazil hasn't been the same since 2002. But them, France, can remember, after 98 World Cup, people put an asterisk beside that France World Cup because that was a hosted World Cup.
Yeah, well, anti-France people.
The anti-French, yes, because France had the Spain tag to them too,
Yes,
for a while. It's good team can't complete it. And then you had the 1998 World Cup. The 98 World Cup, and people say, well, all right, this French team. No, France is ready to arrive. And then them failed 2002.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the old France is back. So they put the asterisk
but and also the way they feel because it was
right.
The brother that picked the side based on astrology.
Yes.
Raymond Domanich talked about two born under what kind of star. And he refused. Talented. What kind of foolish? Imagine.
And he refused. But he famously refused to play Trezeguet and Henry together.
Yeah. The man mash up the side. The man pick people under astrology.
So it's funny how history has changed for some teams because
yo, I owe him. Where they find him?
Because France have a lot to give Pogba, Kante,
yes,
and company. A lot to give because them change the whole aura of France. We'll see. Yo, that shows up on fire,
Yeah. Time for we take ourselves. By the way, big up to all the people on the live. Well, we just have to have discussions later about these things and these going on memory lane. And just to highlight, the Guardian reported in the time Raymond Domanich openly admitted to using to assess player personalities and avoid selecting certain signs he felt clash with his management style. So certain astrological signs that didn't match with his management style, he wasn't gonna select for the squad.
That's what happened when you have too rich of a team. You have to find something else for separate.
Yeah. But French football, golden generation after golden generation, ballers, and here we are. They will take the field coming up this week, family.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
Wednesday.
Jamaica should start do that though.
Do what?
Pick under signs, astrological signs.
Benton, that's called Obia.
Yeah, pick under Obia then, because what we're doing right now, using position not working.
Why you always try to get Jamaica to catch up to speed with the world? Let us go at our own pace.
We are cursed with speed, as BM says. Yo, time for go where we are. People, smash the like button, subscribe. Lovely discussion. We have to do a formal show going down the memory lane on some of these teams. I mean, so many ballers that don't get their time in the limelight. That right now we need to highlight their contribution to the thing.
Well, I get ready for watch Ecuador, Ivory Coast. So
yeah, man. I hate that. Time for we take ourselves. Big up, people. Yo, have a wonderful rest of the evening, family. And yo, we'll see how the watch along going on week, yeah.